Hello, welcome to a new episode of the Nose Bros. Elephant in the room, I'm not dead, and I will address that at the end of the video. Before we do that, I have to get into the issue at hand, the pressing urgent matter of boot review. It's been a while, 47 weeks I believe, so I wanted to just hop right into this. So here's what happened. I ordered a boot because it is springtime in the Northeast, and I wanted the boot that I could splash around in the puddles with and play and frolic and not worry about. So I saw a boot from a manufacturer that I've had good luck with, and I ordered them. I didn't do a lot of research, so this is really all on me. What I did was I ordered the Helm Calistoga in Merlot, and I like the color and a wedge sole. I'm like, I'll be a comfortable boot. So I'm going to give you the highlights and the synopsis of the boot. First of all, the technical specs on the boot are: it is Blake Rapid Stitch construction. It has a wedge sole. It has a 4.5-inch shaft. It is not gusseted. It is leather lined, and it has a heel pad in here where they put a little clever quote which says, "A bottle of wine contains more philosophy than all the books in the world." Sounds like bullshit to me. The laces are okay. The boot itself is super comfortable right out of the box. Probably the most comfortable boots I've worn right out of the box. And that's where it ends as far as good shit. It's a spacious boot. How's that? This is the type of boot that if I were going to qualify it or classify it as anything, I would say it's a place to put your feet. Which, for $265, it's not, that's, what is it? Damning it with faint praise? Is that the saying? So let me talk about the boot real quick. It is not a practical boot in any way, shape, or form. The lack of a gusset means you can't use it for really any work. You can't use it for landscaping or doing anything like that. I mean, you can. You're just going to end up with rocks and grass and wood chips in your shoe, and that'll be uncomfortable. It's not great for splashing puddles without the gusset. Didn't think about that when I ordered it. And yeah. Aesthetically, it is homely. So, and let me address that real quick here, because that's all up to each individual person. If you look at the boot itself, it has this nice stitching on the side, and it has a mock toe, and it looks kind of like a moccasin. Now, that, I guess, in and of itself isn't a problem. What is a problem is, it seems to me like the people at Helm were like, we've made a lot of boots. We need to make a new boot. And the guy was like, how about a mock toe? And he's like, we've done it. The other guy was like, what about a sneaker boot? Or a sneaker? He's like, no, we've done that. Like, Chukka? We've done that. And they were just getting frustrated. And one guy was like, hey, man, why don't we just throw everything into one boot like a fucking stew and see what happens? And they were like, yeah, that sounds great. So they made a mock toe Chukka wedge sole sneaker boot. Whatever. I mean, live your life. Go ahead. But they weren't done. They looked at it and they're like, there's something missing. And then probably a guy in the back of the room or an intern was like, bedazzle it. And they're like, what? He goes, bedazzle it. And they're like, yeah, shit, let's bedazzle it. So if you lived through the 70s or 80s like I did, that's the first thing that came to mind when I saw this. These two little studs on the back, like they bedazzled my boot. And they're just holding this thing on, this completely useless, impractical. It's like they just stapled a foreskin to my boot for no reason. I mean, I'm sure they have a reason, but if this were a pull tab, I could understand it, maybe reinforce it. But it is just there. It is purely decorative. And, you know, whatever. I guess that's your idea of what to do with your boot. But to me, this boot is a comfortable place to put your feet, and that is it. Can't wear it to work if I worked. Can't wear it to do work if I did work. It is a boot there's minimal things that this is qualified to help you with. It is a place, like if you want to walk around the corner and get pizza, you can do that. It costs $265. And I'm going to say that, no, I didn't pay $265 for it. I paid like $130. And I still feel like I overpaid, but $265 for $70 less, you can get a Thursday Captain or whatever. You can buy their little ones. They're the oh Jesus, I just said Chukkas. They're Chukkas for less, like $149. And for $20 more, you can buy, you know, something from Red Wing. For $30 more, you can buy an Iron Ranger. I mean, look, if you're just looking for a comfortable boot, you can find more comfortable boots cheaper than $265. If you're looking for a boot that looks like it was thrown together in a lab out of spare parts, then yeah, that's a great boot for you. Now here's the thing, I love Helm boots. I don't want to get them mad at me. I've had good luck with all their boots. I like all their boots. These just not so much. These look like, I don't know. I mean, the leather's nice. It's Neymar leather from Brazil, I believe. I say from Brazil because they do make some of their leather, get some of their leather from Brazil. And Neymar is a Brazilian soccer player, I believe. So I just stuck to my brain like that. But these are, this is what happens when you try to be too many things to too many people. You end up being nothing for anyone. It has a little white thing that I like, but it has this terribly cheap manila sole that feels like hard plastic, but it's comfortable. I mean, I think of it like this. A lot of boots, you'll look at a pair of boots or you'll feel a pair of boots and they'll feel overbuilt, right? Like Truman makes some boots you feel overbuilt, Nicks, even, you know, Red Wing with some Iron Ranger types, or some of the boots they make, the Roughneck, it feels kind of overbuilt. Like you would have to really get up to some fuckery to ruin those boots. These boots are very light, very pliable, and they feel like if I were pedaling a bike down a hill and my brakes went out and I had to stop the bike with my feet, I feel like I would lose the sole on this almost instantly. They don't feel sturdy. They might be. I've only worn them for a few hours, but they don't feel that way. So I know this is not a great review. It's my first one in 47 weeks, so cut me some slack. I plan on getting better. And I plan on doing more. I want to do them weekly at this point, and then maybe go up from there. So let me give you my review on this. Aesthetically, it's a 4. Parts of it, like if you take away that and the sole, like you can, like that actually looks nice with the stitching and the mock toe. I mean, that's like an 8, but altogether it's a 4. Let's see. Quality-wise, I'd give it a 7. Like nothing's happened to it yet, but I haven't really made it do anything yet. So right now, it just doesn't feel like it's going to hold together very well. Value-wise, it's a 2. For $265, you can either go up $20 or down $70 and get better boots. So it doesn't seem to me like a great price point for the boot. And I mean, it's a resolable boot, I guess, for $265, but it just doesn't seem worth it. And convenience. Yeah, they have been half sizes up to, I believe, 15 or 16. And so, yeah, you can easily get one. They have them 3 different colorways. And again, it's a comfortable boot. And if you're just looking for a place to put your feet that's comfortable, these will fit the bill. But so will, like, you know, Toms, right? And those are, what, $40 or whatever? And they're disposable, I guess, but they're still, like, you can do that. And instead of, you can buy 7 pairs of those. And, I mean, fast fashion's killing the world, sure, but whatever. So, yeah. Comfort-wise, 9. That's what they are. They're super comfortable. So comfort-wise, 9, construction-wise, 7, convenience-wise, 8, and aesthetically, a 4. Yeah. And construction-wise, you know, I mean, I do construction-wise, but, so yeah, that's the boot. I'm going to review something I like more next week. So I will give you the story of what happened to me and why it took me 47 weeks to make another video. So I was in the hospital. I did not die. I did not have to, they did not have to do anything heroic to save me, just antibiotics and then surgery. They had to take a piece of metal out of my foot and then clean out some infection. But it was on the bottom of my foot, so it took forever for it to heal. So I couldn't wear boots for a while. And then when I finally could wear boots, so we moved. We were selling the house, that's how this all happened. We sold our house, we moved to a downtown apartment. Used to be a department store, now it's a wonderful luxury apartment. Luxury to me means it's got a doorman and underground parking, so it's pretty cool. My standards are, you know, mine. So yeah, we moved, and then I was thinking, like, you know, I almost lost my foot. I mean, I didn't almost lose it. They said I could, but it didn't even come close. But in my mind, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go on a trip. So I did. I went on a couple trips. I went to Iceland, where I was riding an ATV across lava fields, and I messed up a little bit and smashed my face and helmet off the handlebars and then the ground, and knocked a bunch of teeth loose. And then I went back to the US, to the VA dental office, and they said it would take a while to get me seen. So then I went online and decided to go to Thailand to get my teeth fixed there, which I did for only 167 bucks. It would have cost me like 12 grand here. So very cheap. Got it done there, petted the tiger, had a great time. Then flew back from there, stopped in Turkey, got flagged by the whatever Turkey's TSA is, got touched inappropriately a bit because I set off the metal detector with the metal in my body. And yeah, we got home, we got these boots, made this video. So, I mean, that's a 47-week crash course right there. That's everything that's happened. So I plan on making videos weekly. I apologize for the long delay, and I apologize for how bad this one was. There wasn't just a lot I could say that didn't seem like I was trying to, you know, the word puffery comes to mind. There was nothing really special I could say about these boots other than they're comfortable. And I think I said that like 8 fucking times in this video. So anyway, thank you very much. Look for a video next week if you still have an interest in the channel. And again, it'll get better.